Hey everyone, sorry for the delay. I was working on getting a new job and getting set up in a new place. Um, Unfortunately, I can't get back on the previous server, so I'm gonna have to start a whole new server going forward. So this will be kind of similar to my builds that's been in past. I'll probably keep with the same theme of the builds, still do the weekly updates on what I've been able to work on. um, but yeah, getting to a new place, uh, starting a new server, and we'll see how it goes and if it turns into anything nice. I thought the last server was going good, but we can't help it, we got to start over. But yep, we're gonna jump into what this new server looks like. Okay, so we're in the server. I'm gonna tell you how the first half of this video is gonna go. We're gonna be in the main room. There's gonna give you 4 options and the direction we go and look at, and I'll talk a little bit about that area. But at the end of the video, I'll have more to say about different areas in the longer term of the project. So this is the options that we could go through, which direction we'll take, and we're actually going to go outside to the farm area. Just like in the last server, this has got the same theme to it, and I'll continue the theme. Like the dirt paths, the cut throughs, the farm types, all the decorations that were in the old farm areas. Um, yeah, this is just quick to put down, quick to set up. You know, you can. It looks good. It's a worked out plan. So you kind of got everything set up on your first farm. I put my cows over here. Got the lightning rod up just in case any stray lightning wants to free my animals. A couple of watermelons, and yeah, I mean, this is what the farm level looked like on the old server, so this is kind of the direction it's going on this server as well. Uh, okay, so we're gonna go back in the room and we're gonna go through the selections again, and we'll pick a different path. Okay, we're gonna go out to the docks. This is originally the beach area, but this island is so steep, this is all I could fit into it. I got a little chest there for boats, and I used to have my wheat here, but I changed and put pumpkins. Okay, the chest. Most of my items right now are in the right side and in the far left side. So that's where I've been storing all my items, and I'll get item frames to flesh out the rest later. We're going to go upstairs here, and I'll show you kind of what the outside's looking like. So this next level right here will be the smooth stone. The level we're walking on right now is food, market, and housing. So, yep, this is kind of how it looks. Giving me the same feels from um, the old server. I'm gonna definitely have to expand to some of these outer islands, because this is a smaller island. There's not much room for the farming area, and as you can imagine, these people would need a lot more farms than what I currently have. But that'll be later in the video. There's a bit where I just sail around the island and show you off what the size of the island. I think I can probably fit 6 of these in the previous server island. So, just given how steep the island is, even digging this far down, I'm still running into water. This will be the level I put my enchanting area on. And then down here is the deep slate level. And there's a pretty awesome caves down here. Very, very big caves at this deep slate level. I want to do a lot more. There's some good caves down in there. Uh, but I am going to do a lot more in this area. I think a new theme that I'm going to be bringing out on top of the themes that I worked on in the previous server is something for this area. Just given as how I have so much room down here, and I didn't really use much of that in the last server. But I definitely want to this time around. I want to clean up the floor, make some pathways, keep the look of this area, but definitely make it more accessible. There's not quite so many jumps, and but put the torches in places that look good. But it's a huge cave, really, really big cave down here. This is where I went and got obsidian recently. I made a pillar that came across just open air, so you might see that in the video in a second. But this is a massive, massive underground cave, and I could do a lot down here. It's almost like you could, once I light it up, it could just serve as a slime farm, just given how the size of the area. Yeah, so I'm happy with the cave that I got under this island. I think this new series of tours is going to look good after doing some scouting around the island, getting loads and loads of ideas, um, uh, and also just in these caves, so many ideas that I'm getting. But yeah, sticking with the themes, go up. I'm changing the rules instead of going up 3 on the beach level to the first level, the farm level. That was only 3 gap, so at the end of the day, I think it evened out to 5. This is back to that one room. But I'm liking the 4 high and then put the cap on that, so it kind of evens out to 6. So this level down here would be the beach level, but now it's the docks. So you see how steep this is. I mean, I obviously edited the terrain around the area, but even the island next to it, uh, I just have to build up a little bit taller to make it look right. So a lot less room on these islands for food. It is got huge, huge spots for the third level food, market, and housing. Um, but not much room for the legends area or even the castle. I mean, let me reverse that. It doesn't have a lot of room for food or for the farms, but it has quite a bit of room for food, market, and housing, and the legends and castle at the top. Especially these other islands, they are uh, quite a bit, quite a bit bigger than this island here. But yeah, this area right here will probably have a lot of bridges, just given that the docks will probably look better in the front because it's a little lower to the water, and these areas over here are a little bit taller. So this would probably be bridges from that island to the island next to it. Yeah, it used to have wheat out there, then changed it over to pumpkins, and I'm really liking the granite I got on the walls. Even if it doesn't stay, it still looks good to me. Down here, just looking over, I'm starting to get the feel of it again, like the feel of that lower area with all the food or all the farms. Those cows got to come up to this next level eventually, so probably just watermelons in that area right there. But went ahead and put down the what is it called? the lightning rod to stop any lightning from, letting the animals get loose. That's the island right next to us. This area right here is really cool to me. You got the river, you got the big island across over there, and I think that's even connected to the island on the right if you're looking head on to our new island. But this is a good area. Um, you know, Lots and lots of water. I've got on a boat and went that way for a long ways. A lot of river back in that direction in between those two islands. But you can see how big and this island is over here. This could probably to the left, that island probably could have the legends and even a castle. This is at the height of the legends on the island that we're currently on and working with. But you can see the expansion. That's where we're living. And then this is all terrain that needs to be, spread to. So the longer we're in the area, the more this design will spread over to, this area over here. And with these designs, they're easy because once you put it in place, you can add. I fell down there and I actually had some sticks and wood, so I was able to climb out. But yeah, once you have, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Once you have everything set up, you can picture where you want bigger builds in the area. So you can see like, okay, this matches up pretty good. I can put in like a centerpiece here. So just working out the initial base layout, and then working from there to see what you can find, like spots that, like, maybe Comet City didn't have certain terrain features that I could use in this island, and maybe vice versa. Maybe there's not as much room for some of the things I had envisioned for Comet City, but those things will just get moved to the islands to the left and right of it. Go for a quick swim back to the front, and I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. And this is back at the front where the docks would be. Yep, everything looks good. I'm happy with everything, how everything's going. I had a really good week. I hope everybody else had a good week. This is how it looks at night. At the end of the video. I hope everybody has a good coming up week, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Later.